Welcome to Pure Energy Connections. I'm DJ Shirley, your host and founder of Pure Energy Connections. This is the show where we dive deep into natural wellness, energy healing, and the power of conscious living. If you're ready to detox your body, restore balance, and create a healthier, more vibrant life, you're in the right place. I'll be sharing practical tips to help you reduce environmental toxins, minimize electromagnetic smog, and replenish with unique essential minerals for energizing and detoxing at a cellular level. And it doesn't stop there. We'll also explore self-sufficiency through organic gardening, structured water, and regenerative living so you can heal while making a positive impact on the planet and for those around you. So if you're ready to boost your energy, detoxify, and find inner peace, let's get started. Tune in, transform, and thrive. All right. Greetings, everybody. This is DJ, your host for Pure Energy Connections, here at the wonderful Transformation Talk Radio, the art of awakening in truth, wisdom, and inner healing. And this is where we're connecting in pure energy. And that is health freedom, folks. So I'm the founder and creator of Pure Energy Connections and VI Meditation with 30 plus years of shared methods for obtaining wellness, peace, privacy, and security and sustainability. Listen to me. So today I am thrilled again to have Fred Foster back. This is going to be an amazing show. He's introducing to us how to naturally restore the balance of mineralization, helping the body to detoxify heavy metals, chemicals, and toxins, my favorite subject, while being rejuvenated at the cellular level. And if you haven't heard any of our other shows with Fred in the past, then you're in for a real treat. And if you have heard our shows before with Fred, then listen in because Fred has some great new information today for us. Plus, we're giving away another product again. So listen in for that, which will be sometime during this show. And this is not just for people. I mean, what Fred has, it's for our furry friends. I use it on my gardens. And for my dog, the horses, I mean, you name it. This is the most amazing product I think I've ever used. And Fred is sharing his 13 years of experience with very, very unique product here that is, it comes from various parts of the planet and appears to literally change people's lives. So including mine. So, however, if you're using this product, please, please, please be sure to use all the brochure suggestions if you can. That is the key. So Fred obtained a BS degree from Eastern Michigan University as a mathematics major and physics minor, and then became a scientific and business computer programmer. And after retiring, Fred learned about this special all-natural bioavailable product, and it's even drastically changed his own life. If you've heard other shows, you know it was a major change for Fred, and he became the president of Vitella over 13 years ago, and is exciting to share what's happening with people that he is in touch with Vitella and the super minerals. And Fred, are you there?
I am here, DJ.
Yes, there
Thank
he
you.
is. Hi. Yeah, I'm stumbling over my words today. I think it's just late in the evening, and yeah, my caffeine's wearing off. But it's so good to see you here. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a wonderful show. I
Well,
want to. Oh, go
yes,
ahead.
it is. This is very exciting because this is uh, our final program right now on this program. And but we're going to go out with a big bang because we've got a lot of information and a free product to give away. And yeah, this is going to be an exciting show, DJ.
It is, yeah. And we loved it here with Transformation Talk Radio. Everyone here is so incredibly nice. They've treated us so well. And Fred and I just really enjoyed our 6 months or 6 shows that we've had here. It's been absolutely amazing.
Yes, it truly has. And we've got a lot to share tonight. So, we can
Okay.
get right into the program. And as you mentioned, we are going to give away a free product tonight. So make sure you stay tuned and listen for DJ to give you the instructions when to call in and so on. In fact, tonight, DJ, I just may give away two of our products tonight.
Whoa.
2 in 1. So anyway, yeah, stay tuned for that because I'm going to be talking about the two different products that they can find on our website tonight.
Good.
So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. All right,
Yes.
what I want to talk about tonight especially is how to use these products. We've been talking about the super mineral water, for this is our 6th month in a row that we've been talking here in this program about them. And you can always go back to the Pure Energy Connections website and you can view our past shows and so on. They're all recorded, so you could do that. Um,
Well,
but
there is, yeah, excuse me, Fred. There's a link on Pure Energy Connections at the very beginning of the website that'll bring you to the YouTube channel, which is actually the Pure Energy Connections YouTube channel. And that's actually where all our replays are, just to let everyone know.
Right. Yeah, and they're all recorded there. And
Yes.
my understanding, DJ, is as you play one towards the end, it will automatically pop up a window where if you click on it, it will go to the next one and go to the next one. So you could,
Mhm.
if you wanted to binge watch, you could always do that and watch all six right in a row if you wanted to.
Oh, there's a lot of
Maybe
people
some of
that,
the other ones, because DJ, you and I've put on some other programs as well. So they might be out there as well.
oh, you're right about that. Yeah. A lot of people like to binge on Fred because he has some amazing things to talk about. I mean, it's just the shows have been incredible, Fred. I really enjoyed all of them with you.
Well, thank you, DJ. I've really enjoyed our time together and sharing. So let's get right into it because we've got a lot to try to present in this 25-minute time slot here.
Okay.
So the super mineral water, I really discovered them well, it was actually 14 years ago that I discovered them, and I was truly sick. And I know for sure if I hadn't discovered them, I would not be alive today because I really owe my life to these minerals back 14 plus years ago, when I was severely crippled with arthritis. And some of the other shows, I tell the testimony that I had there, but I was so crippled that I couldn't even hold a pen or pencil, and I couldn't even get out of bed normally and so on. So go back and listen to some of the past shows, and you'll hear a lot of the testimonies, my own testimony as well. But what I want to concentrate on tonight is how do we really use these minerals? Um, and what is the best way to use these minerals? I have so many
Mhm.
stories I can share, but if if you just listen to the stories, they're entertaining, they're fun, they're fascinating, they're educational. However, how do you use it yourself? What is the best way for you to use these minerals? And that's what I want to end up this series of 6 programs with is how to best use the minerals and also about the other product that I'm going to be giving away tonight too. It's our iodine product. And so the two of them go together very, very well. So I'm going to give away the minerals and an iodine product together to whoever is the what caller, DJ?
Let's do the third caller today. Would you
Third
like that?
caller tonight. Okay, well, listen for DJ to say, okay, you can call in now. And if you're the third caller, you're going to get both products. Make sure you give the person that answers the phone when you call in your address where you would like them shipped. Okay, what I want to talk about is the super mineral water is really the flagship product of our company, and it's been over 14 years now that I've been dealing with these super mineral water minerals. And so there's 3 protocols that was developed by the medical doctor, a cancer surgeon that first worked and experimented with these minerals and came up with a 3-part protocol. And I want to go over all 3-part protocol with you and talk about each one and how to do each one. It's very important that you understand this in order for you to get the very best out of using this product. First of all, the first protocol is what we call our treated water, and that is our drinking water, the water that we use to make our coffee, our tea, our soup, the water we use to wash our fruits and vegetables to purify them. Um, and you can use it to even spray on your body. It will take care of static electricity in your clothes. You can put it on your bee stings or your hornet stings, or you can sunburn. Oh, there's so many different uses for it. But if you go to the website, which is vitellausa.com, there's a lot of information on that website. That's vitellausa.com. So we might even be showing that on the screen here while we're talking a little bit later.
Well, you know,
But
Fred, I just called you the other day and told you that I got bitten by all these red ants on my left
oh,
foot.
yes.
And I tell you what, I ran in the house full strength. I put your product on it. I put a lot on, I have to admit, probably overdosed. And
You can't overdose, but that's okay.
and then you know what? It couldn't have been about a minute later. You know, all the burning, the bite feeling, it just started dissipating, and that was it. It was gone. And
Oh, yes.
normally something that like that would, oh my gosh, Fred, would I'd be scratching for days and itching and burning. And so yeah, your product is amazing for that too.
There's so many uses for it. And make sure, if you do order it and you get the brochure, read the entire brochure because there's a lot of different ways to use it, and even more than what's even written in the brochure. Like there's a couple stories I haven't even told yet because they've happened, within about the last month and since our last program. And one of my partners in the business with me, he had a couple people there at his um, well, I won't say where he works, but anyway, at a world headquarters, he's very high up in a company, and a couple of his people that he's worked with, he had me send them the minerals. One of them had an autistic child that was 4 years old and had never spoken in all 4 years. Wouldn't look her in his mother in the eyes at all, and anyway. Um, so she started on the protocol, and in less than a week, that autistic child started jumping up and down on the bed, bouncing on its bed, and started singing. It never even talked before. Now it's singing. And so anyway, the mother was very, very impressed. And so, and that's just one story. I have other uh, stories of autistic children. We really do extremely well with that. Another person he gave the minerals to that uh, had been in pain for 15 years straight, and nothing would really cut that pain. And he was very high up, 8, 9, out of 10 in pain for 15 years, and just had to learn to live with it. But then when he started on the minerals, in less than a week, all of a sudden his pain level went from 8 to 9 down to 0. And it's been over a month, and now that pain is still at 0 from doing. And so, of course, he's very ecstatic over that. That's just a couple of the stories just recently, but there's so many, DJ, that I could relate. And that's why I would like people to actually take the time to go back to Pure Energy Connections and take a look and start listening to some of the previous ones because I tell many, many stories of what has happened. But now let's go back to thinking about how do you use these minerals? Well, the first part is as a treated water that you use to drink. Now, how do you treat your water? Well, you take 1 teaspoon or maybe 2 teaspoons and you add it to a gallon of your drinking water. Now, I myself, I have a well, and so I use my well water, but I live in an agricultural area, DJ. I have the farms all around me, and they spray all these, pesticides and herbicides and, glyphosate, heaven forbid, on the fields and everything. And of course, it goes down into the water aquifers, and so my well gets all that stuff in it too. So I have to purify my water by adding, and because of that, I put in 2 teaspoons instead of one. The brochure will say that you need 1 teaspoon per gallon. Well, you can put more than that in. I put in 2 just to be safe. And so that becomes my drinking water. And now when you make up a gallon of your drinking water, then you need to start drinking that, and you need to start drinking that all day long. And you should not drink just regular water, especially from the tap anymore, or even this bottled water that we get, from the store that has these microplastics in it and so on. They're really not that good for you, even though they say, oh, this is great, refreshing drinking water. Well, if you get that, then make sure you put the minerals in it because it's going to neutralize the harmful toxins that is in that water.
Fred?
So,
Fred, can I
yes,
interrupt? Yeah, I
sure.
was just going to mention at that point, a lot of people don't know how long to leave it in. If you have toxic water, especially tap water from
Good point.
municipal, you want to do it overnight, because you don't want to just do it and then drink it. Now you can, that's no problem as long as the minerals are in there, but it's much better if you leave it overnight, let it clean that gallon really good for you and continue doing that.
Perfect. And thank you for bringing that up, DJ, because what happens when you add the minerals to your water, it will detox that water, and there's a chemical reaction that actually takes place. And that water it actually becomes what we call structured water or living water. Um, and and what happens then is that the toxins that's in that water will be affected by the minerals in the water and they will actually be burned up. And what will fall to the bottom of the container with that water that you've added the minerals in is the ashes will fall out of the water and fall to the bottom of your container. And that's why DJ suggests that you leave it in overnight because that action will continue to take place, and by the next morning, you look at your container of water and it's going to have ashes in the bottom. Now, those ashes are now inert, and if you were to swallow them, they would, pass right through your body and not harm you. But it's just not appetizing to be drinking water that contains ashes in it, DJ. You want crystal clear, pure looking water. So anyway, when guests come to my house, I don't want to serve them water with ashes in. So anyway, we like to filter that out.
But one thing
So
too is the next day when you grab your 8 ounces of water first thing in the morning, especially if you do your booster shot. But if you don't do the booster shot, you need to add an extra 5 to 6 or 7 drops, even though you've already treated that water.
yeah, you can always do that. You you
Hmm.
you teased a little bit and said you might have overdosed by putting that on your legs for the ants. No, well, you can't overdose, We've tested this. We've put in 10 teaspoons and you won't overdose. It's just the more you put in the more sour the water will taste. It'll taste lemony kind of, the more you put in. But if you only put in 1 teaspoon, you can hardly ever taste it at all. And in fact, it can be very, very refreshing. But it's very important um, that you drink the treated water all day long. And once you start, you won't want to quit because it will give you energy. It will um, cause you to think clearer and it will kind of remove some of the fog out of your brain and so on. So it's very refreshing to drink that treated water. Now, DJ mentioned a booster drink. That is part two of the protocol. And what you want to do, especially if you have any kind of a health issue or you're first getting started on the minerals, I would strongly recommend that you start doing a booster drink first thing in the morning before you eat or drink anything else. Before you put anything else in your stomach, you need to do a booster drink. And what is a booster drink? Well, a booster drink is where you take a glass of the treated water that's already been treated, with the 1 or 2 teaspoons per gallon, take a glass of that. Now, how big your glass? Does it matter? Well, no, I don't care if it's 6 ounces, 8, 10, 12, 16. It doesn't matter. Just a glass of the treated water. And then you add an extra teaspoon of the minerals to that glass of already treated water. 1 teaspoon per 100 pounds of your body weight. Say you weighed 115 pounds, DJ, then what would be 1 teaspoon per 100 pounds? It would be 1.5 teaspoons for somebody that weighs 150 pounds. So you would take your glass of treated water and you add 1.5 teaspoons, and that becomes your booster drink first thing in the morning. Before you put anything else in your stomach, drink that booster drink down, and then you need to wait 15, 20, 30 minutes up to before you put anything else in your stomach. Now, why is that? Because that first 15, 20, 30 minutes, that's when that booster drink is going to start reacting to all the organs in your body and the cells and so on. And it's going to start cleaning out those toxins. And you're going to start detoxing your body of these toxins. And what is very important to do, DJ, is that when you do a booster drink, especially very important that you drink a lot of the treated water after the booster drink throughout the rest of the day, because that extra treated water is going to flush those toxins out of your body, and you will feel a lot stronger, healthier. Your brain fog will clear, and you will be amazed. You'll be amazed at how you will start feeling after that booster drink. Now, that is part two of the three-part protocol developed by the cancer surgeon. The third part of the protocol is what we call a mineral bath, DJ. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to spend a little bit of time on that because there's so many miracles that have happened because of that miracle, because of that mineral bath.
Well,
Um,
Fred,
yeah,
yeah, I would just like to mention really quickly, and I know it's for a lot of people that use this, is that when I do my first drink in the morning, whether it's a booster shot or a little bit less, it doesn't matter. I have so much energy. So yeah, it's people would be amazed the energy they have, not just the clarity, but the energy in their body. They feel great. It's almost like having a cup of cappuccino, but a healthy one
that's right. Without the caffeine, right?
without the caffeine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's one of the benefits of it. And um, back 14 years ago when I first started drinking the minerals, I had a terrible time with remembering things and so on. And in less than a week, all of a sudden my mind opened up and my memory came back and I remembered all these names that I've been trying for months to remember and so on. All of a sudden my mind just blossomed and opened up and I remembered all these things and besides having the extra energy, and prior to that, DJ, I hated water. I hated drinking water. I was bad back then. I'd rather go pop open a can of I hate to say this on that I used to love to drink Diet Coke, believe it or not. It was horrible, but I
Ooh,
did it.
oh
And
no.
but you know
Oh,
what? I haven't had a Diet Coke now in over 14 years, DJ, because I don't
I'm
want it. I don't crave it anymore. Now I love the taste of the water and what it does for me. So, I haven't had any Diet Coke in over 14 years and I don't want it anymore.
well,
I drink
that's
the
that.
water.
Yeah, Fred, on that note, that was, yeah, I'm so glad you're not doing that. But we have we're running a little bit low on time. We only have 5 minutes remaining. So
Oh, let's,
let's do the giveaway real quick
all right.
if you don't mind. Okay, yeah, time is flying.
Oh my.
For the free product, at least the first one that Fred mentioned, is call in, be the third caller at 1-800-930-2819. That's 800-930-2819. And Fred, do you want to do another one also?
Oh yes. Um,
Yeah,
what?
the your other product?
Well, yeah, sure. The other product we're going to give away with the bottle of super mineral water
Mm-hmm.
is called iodine, and I have a lot of stories about the iodine as well, and how I was actually called by the U.S. government about the iodine, how um, a combination of the minerals and the iodine helped healed people of radioactive poisoning that they got and so
Mm-hmm.
on. So that's another product. You can read about it on our website, vitellausa.com. Go there and read about it. Really quickly, I want to talk some more about that the third part of the protocol, the mineral bath. Some people are not able to take a bath. They can't get in a tub or out of a tub. So instead, what I recommend in that case is get a little oh a little tray of that you can put water in, say a gallon of water, and add say a tablespoon of minerals in that, and soak your feet in it, and also get a couple small bowls and soak your hands in it as well. Um, I've had people say, well, okay, if I have to use up that much in a little tub of water, can I just save that water and reuse it? I said, well, you could, but I guarantee you won't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's going to happen is that the toxins in your body are going to be pulled out of your body through the bottoms of your feet, and that water is going to look horrible, and you won't want to reuse it. I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so that is another very important way to use the third part protocol, which instead of the bath is soak your feet in a tub of water, a small pan of water or something, and your hands as well. And when you do that, you're going to be surprised at all the toxins that come out. And what I recommend is don't do this just once because you have so many toxins in your body, it takes a while to get them out. You might need to do that, a week in a row.
or
And every
or
time
longer. Yeah,
or
longer.
longer, you're going to see every time when you do that and your water turns all this gunky looking stuff, and you throw that out and get a fresh tub of water to do that again. Keep doing it as long as you get this stuff out of your body, because it could take several days or a couple weeks for you to remove, because you've been living all your life with these toxins building up in your body, so it can take a little while for it to come out. So do that several times, and
Yes. And
and
Fred,
yeah,
excuse me, we have a lucky winner.
we do. What's the name?
Yes.
Do we have a name?
Yes. Yes. Her name is Sharon. She's a lucky winner and for the free product. So, Sharon, Fred will be getting a product out to you. Be sure you leave your address, your number, and everything with the contact person you called, and we'll get that out to you.
Oh, well, congratulations, Sharon. That's wonderful. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So, and you know what I do too is I always keep a little spray bottle with your product, Fred, and I spray my body with it. I spray my arms, I spray my face.
well, yes, and a lot of people that take a shower, what I really recommend is, if you don't have a filter in your shower that takes care of, the chlorine that's in their municipal water treatment facility and chlorine and
Hmm.
so on, then after the shower, take a bottle of the treated water and spray it all over your body, and then wipe it down with your hands, and then you can dry off and towel off and so on. But that will help get rid of any of those toxins that's in your shower water as well.
Yes. Well, Fred, we have less than just over 60 seconds left. So I want to let the audience know they can always email you and they can email you at the website if they have any questions at all.
Yes.
And of course, you can go to Pure Energy Connections. But yes, we have less than 60 seconds now, Fred. It was so nice having you here. And again, go to vitalausa.com. That's the website and check out. I know we didn't get to talk about the iodine too much, but definitely go there and read up on that. Thanks, everyone, for being here with us and for all our shows here at Transformation Talk Radio. We've really enjoyed our time here the past 6 months. I know I'm speaking for Fred and I. We will be on another webinar platform that is interactive, and we'll have fun on that. And we'll be on my YouTube channel at Pure Energy Connections. Fred, any last words?
Well, I just want to thank everyone that has taken the time to listen to this either live or in the replays later on. And everyone is welcome to go to the website and email me. And there's even phone numbers there that you could call and actually talk to us. And I'd be glad to work with anyone that wants to do that. So thank you for, giving us of your time to see this program, and thanks for Transformation Talk TV, Talk Radio, for hosting us these 6 months, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Yes, it has. Goodbye, everybody. And all for now. Just take care and be the best you can be.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in to Pure Energy Connections. I hope you found this show inspiring and motivating to help you live your healthiest life. Together, we can all make a positive impact on the planet and help others. Visit our future shows every third Wednesday, and if you'd like to connect with me and learn more about how you can take action today, visit pureenergyconnections.com. I look forward to helping you transform and thrive.